Hi everybody, I'm Andreea, and in today's video I'm going to share with you a very simple look that you could absolutely wear for a family gathering, for holidays, for basically I was thinking about Thanksgiving. I don't know how it's like in your family, but in my family all we do is just eat. We just sit down and mom comes with meal after meal after meal until you can't basically get up. So in my case, I don't do much makeup, but I do like to feel a little bit festive, to have some makeup on, to look good in pictures, you know, in case we take some. We usually do. This is a very simple makeup look, something that's working if you are warm tone, cool tone. I'm talking mostly about the eye makeup and also the lipstick. But before we get into this video, I want to share with you some jewelries that I received. I was wearing these earrings in my previous video and I got so many questions about where can you buy these. All the jewelries that I'm wearing right now, they are from Ana Luisa, New York, and I've partnered with them in this video to share with you some of their jewelries. They do amazing fine jewelries and I just love them. Can you get the cam closer so we can share these amazing earrings? So the ones that I'm wearing right now, these are so pretty. I love the detail. And I love the fact that they're, you know, they're not round. They're more like oval, as you can see. They're exactly that little thing that makes a difference in a whole look. My necklaces are also Ana Luisa and they're just so pretty. They come in like one pack, all three of them. Look how pretty they are. All the jewelries have like a bag like this and it's just perfect for like a gift. I have another 3 pair of earrings that I want to share with you. And you know, I'm such a petite woman with a very short neck, and for the longest time I thought that I can't pull off earrings that are a little bit longer, but I think that these have like just the perfect size and they're not like in your face. Okay, these are my absolute favorite earrings that I have ever wore, and they look so royal and elegant but stylish in the same time. I wore them with like a white shirt and a very bright red lipstick. As you can see, it works with black as well, maybe not with all the necklaces. Like, they are so elegant, and a detail that's very important, I don't know if it matters to you, but I cannot wear earrings that are very heavy. They kind of drop like this. It looks absolutely horrible if I have very heavy earrings. But these are so lightweight, like I can't even tell you, you do not feel them at all. Check out how thin these are. You are definitely going to stand out from the crowd when you're gonna wear these. How cool are these earrings? Oh my god. They're so like edgy and cool, and they're definitely very different than everything that I ever wore, and they're just so perfect, imperfect. They're just a pinch heavier than the other ones, but nothing that's uncomfortable. I love that they're gold, but not like a, you know, like orangey gold. Again, it works with shirts. I can also see it with like a, you know, one of those cozy sweaters. Last but not least, perfection, elegance, royalty. Again, they're not heavy at all. You could barely feel them. I love it that every single one of these pairs, you could absolutely wear them with something very casual, but they're also, I would say that these are, out of all of them, these are more like nighttime, elegant kind of earrings. But I could totally see myself wearing these throughout the day and like I would have no problem at all. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed all of these jewelries. Check out Ana Luisa New York. They have amazing stuff. Now, if you'd like to see how I've created this holiday, Thanksgiving kind of look, then please keep on watching. I'm going to start by applying the Tatcha, the silk canvas, and this is such a great primer if you want to fill in your pores. If you have like really large pores, this is great. This is also a very good way to protect your skin from, you know, makeup if you have very sensitive skin. And here's a good tip for you. So if you have very large pore, don't just do like this, okay? I mean, that is good as well, but if you really want to fill in those pores, like take a little bit of this primer and just dab it. More like pushing the product into those large pores. My current favorite foundation, Il Maquillage. Woke up like this. I'm using the color 110. It looks kind of dark on my skin, but you will see that when I actually applied it on my face, it's not dark at all. I first like to dot it like so. Then I come with my It Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush and just buff it in. This is a great foundation if you are looking for coverage. So if you want something that will give you the coverage but will not look like a mask. And it's also a buildable foundation, which means if you want to have more coverage, you could just apply it in layers and you will have more coverage. But this is one of the most beautiful natural looking foundation. My face is definitely a little bit darker than my neck, so I should probably apply this a little bit onto the neck, just so you know I don't look like I have a floating head. Also, you could use this foundation if you have dry skin. I do want to mention really quick that I have a code that you could use if you want to get this foundation or any other products from Il Maquillage. I will put it in the description and maybe here. I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, one of my all-time favorites. By the way, this is the travel size. I'm using the color Custard. And this is such a great concealer if you want to really cover those dark circles. You could also use it super lightly and it's going to look very natural. I'm going to use the Morphe Y15 brush. I love this brush for concealer. Get into that inner corner of the eye. That's where we're usually darker. When having a concealer like this one, you can absolutely use it when you have like an imperfection, like a pimple, like a, you know, redness. So it's not just to be used under your eyes. Sometimes we just limit ourselves thinking that, okay, it says concealer on it, I should only use it under the eyes. I'm going to use this By Brightening CC Serum as a bronzer, and just trust me on this one. This is such a beautiful bronzer. Normally you're supposed to apply this before your foundation, but I've tried it after the foundation, like on top, and it's so pretty. It gives you that summer-kissed skin. It's not crazy dark, and don't be afraid to use liquid bronzers or liquid blush. They look so much better than the powder ones, especially if you have dry skin. Look, it has also a very beautiful sheen to it. I've applied one drop, and then with this Kat Von D brush, I dab it pretty much where the sun hits my face, like in here, on the cheeks. And you could also use this to sort of contour, just to give your face a little bit of dimension. And guys, let me just tell you something. Because this is a liquid product, you don't want to press too hard with your brush. What happens if you press too hard is that you basically grab the foundation underneath, and you're going to end up with a very patchy aspect of the skin. I'm sure you don't want that. Light hand. Let me show you a good trick. I like to apply this bronzer, or any other bronzer, even if I apply a powder one. I like to apply it more like, can you see from the brow bone a little bit more like this direction? This is going to give me the illusion that the eye is sort of like this, pulled. I love this effect. And it's very subtle, you know? Yesterday, I was eating raclette for the very first time since I'm in Paris. For those of you who don't know what raclette is, basically you receive boiled potatoes, and on top of them you put ham and then melted cheese. Waterfalls of melted cheese. You guys know that Shiseido completely changed all of their makeup collection, like everything is new. And one of the products that I really love from their collection is this Minimalist Whip Powder Blush. Here it's like a foamy whipped cream. Now, a lot of you have a hard time choosing your blush color. If you have that warm undertone on your skin, this is going to look really good on you because it's kind of a pink, but it's a warmer pink. has a little bit of orange in it, you know? Did I mention the name? Sonoya 01. So I've taken the product with the brush, with this brush from Kat Von D. I like to apply my blush higher onto the cheek. And I kind of always make sure that my blush doesn't get lower than the nose. This is just on my bone structure. You have to experiment with the blush and see where is like the right placement for you. This is like so youthful for me. It makes me look like, you know, I was jogging. Although I should put a video in here on how I look like after I work out. Alright, another current obsession is this RMS Magic Luminizer. This is a cream highlighter. As you can see, I've only applied cream products. Cream products really work for me right now. I take this with my fingers and I kind of apply it where I already have a little bit of shine, like under my brow, on top of my brow. That's very sexy actually. I don't even know why, but it's just very sexy to me. Very pretty. I'll apply a little bit on the bridge of the nose. I stop around here. We need to set everything with powder. In my case, I have to use a little bit of powder on the T-zone because that's where I get a little bit too oily, and if I don't set it with powder, my concealer is going to crease. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and a lot of you were asking me like, how is this powder? Is this good compared with Laura Mercier? Because you guys know that I love Laura Mercier. Straight from the beginning, I want to tell you that this is not completely matte. It has like a sheen to it. I think that if you have very dry skin, you might absolutely love this. But if you have very oily skin, if you're looking for something that's going to mattify and you know, help your makeup last for a longer period of time, maybe you should stick with Laura Mercier. I make sure that there is no product that creased. I've loaded my brush with powder, and that's where I come with the powder first under my eyes, and I dab it. You don't want to do this. First, you want to dab like this. Then around the mouth, because that's where, you know, you have a lot of movement, you talk, you smile. Make sure that if you already have some deeper wrinkles around your mouth, make sure you apply the least amount of foundation possible, and then you absolutely have to set that with a little bit of powder. That's going to help not to have the foundation creasing in here. Alright guys, now we're going to do the eye makeup. Here's a trick that I want to share with you, something that I do all the time. This is a trick that's going to make that eyeshadow pop, especially if you're using like neutral colors. Sometimes when you apply just a shimmery eyeshadow all over your eyelids, it looks good when you look in a mirror, but then when you take a picture, and you know you're going to take pictures with your family, right? It just doesn't have the same color payoff. So here's a trick. I like to use a pencil. Make sure that it's a creamy one, but it's also long lasting. I'm going to use this one from Armani. This is number 2. I would say it's a neutral brown. So the way I like to apply this, by the way, I've just curled my lashes. At the base of my lash. Because this is so creamy, it goes like super smooth. Make sure that you apply it like between those lashes. And also kind of sketch your way on the crease. You don't have to be too perfect, just like dotted. And a little bit like right at the outer corner. Nothing, you see, there's nothing too precise. Just create a shape in there. Then I take my Hakuhodo, but you could use the 221 brush from MAC, and just blend this. This creamy base is going to help that eyeshadow pop. It's going to give you like a really nice shape to the eye. I'll take my finger. You see what a beautiful, like I could even wear a makeup just like that. Mascara and that's it. Everything stays in the details when it comes to makeup. I'll apply just a little bit more right here Like imagine there's a line from the outer part of the eye towards the end of your eyebrow. It doesn't even matter if you have a fold. Let's just imagine that there's a fold right there. Okay, it doesn't even matter. Just pass it. Like so, okay? Now, quickly. Oh, by the way, this pencil has a little sponge on the other side that in my case right now, it's very practical. I almost want to leave it like this. Now I'm going to use this Dior palette. Look how beautiful this is. And they're all shimmery. Now it's pretty hard to create a look when you have all shimmery eyeshadows. By the way, this is limited edition 057 Moonlight. I'll take this color right here with a 217 brush, and I'm going to basically apply this eyeshadow all over my eyelid. Just everywhere. And this is so pretty. It's more like a taupey brown. I'll take a smaller brush and then I'm going to apply the same eyeshadow on the lower lashes. Then I'm going to take with my finger this color right here and I will apply it on the center of my eyelid. And when you're looking down or when you're going to blink, this is going to look so pretty. This next step is totally extra. You don't have to do it, but I love dramatic eye, especially on holidays. So I'm going to take this By Terry crayon. This is a waterproof in black, and this is the blackest black pencil that I've ever used, and it's very long lasting. I'll take this and I apply it only at the base of my lashes. In between them. Then with a brush 228 from MAC, I smudge it, but I keep it so low. Like I don't want to make to smudge it too much. I want this line to be still at the base of my lashes. Now you see the lashes look thicker, but doesn't necessarily look like an eyeliner. You know, it just looks darker right there at the base. All right, now we're going to move on to mascara, and I'm using this Climax from NARS. Such a good mascara. I said it before, you know, it's one of my favorites. Right now, actually, I have a few mascaras that I absolutely love. So this one from NARS, and then I also love the Marc Jacobs. Very good one. I love the By Terry one because it really separates the eyelashes. So if you're looking for something like that, totally check out that one. Okay, from this Dior palette, I'll take again this and I will apply it on the inner corner of my eye. Ooh, makes it look wet. So pretty. I had this lipstick whole day yesterday, and guys, you would love this color. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is another mummy color. There's nothing wrong with the mummy color, okay? Just I've noticed that most moms love these kind of colors. It's not, you know, applying to everybody, but from what I've noticed with my clients now. Don't get angry with me. This is a Dior lipstick in the color 434 Promenade with the French accent. Look carefully because you're gonna love this lipstick and I'm pretty sure you're gonna go get it. This is not sponsored. When you first see it, you would think that it's like a boring brown, but it's extremely creamy. It's like a lipstick and a balm in one. Now with my finger, I'm going to spread this. I don't want to have a very precise contour, so that's why I do this. Oh, this is so pretty. I love it, love it, love it. And you know, it's one of those lipsticks because it's not super pigmented. It's not that matte lipstick where you need a perfect contour and you absolutely need a mirror. This is like, you got it out. By the way, it looks like a freaking jewelry. What I mean, Dior. So you just get it out of your bag, sorry. Purse is like old-fashioned word, right? And then I have two brands that I'm obsessed with. First one and my first love, heart and soul, would be NARS. I've told you guys many times, NARS is like my And then my second love would be Dior, for sure. I love the All Nighter setting spray from Urban Decay. This is going to make your makeup last. Okay. Now, for those of you who have very, very dry skin, and after you put that powder, you feel like the powder is just sitting on top of your skin, like I feel right now with this Hourglass powder. Don't get me wrong, I love Hourglass, but this powder is just, it doesn't suit me. I said it. The Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, I have to just dye in a little bit. Don't apply too much because this is going to get very greasy on your face, okay? Alright guys, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to have a great time with your family this year. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the ring bell button. This way you're going to get notified whenever I'm posting a new video. Don't forget to check Ana Luisa New York website for the beautiful jewelries. Maybe you can find a great gift in there. You never know. Follow me on Instagram as well. I'm very active on my stories. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Now that with a yeah, closer. But don't cut my forehead. You're dismissed.